Let's go. But, here we go now. Batman's group on the mic.
Yo.
Mix in the mix on the wheels of steel. This is what I was fucking born to do. Let's go.
It's a video. This is a lot. This is a video. Yo. Yo! If this is a video, read this message. I knew you'd say that. I planned it. It hasn't been forever. It hasn't been forever. It's been like 3 days. Okay? Jesus was gone for 3 days and everybody forgave him. And he didn't even make as good content. What a sacrilegious way to start off the stream. This is not so nostalgic. This is not like a nostalgia blast. You guys were watching this stream 3 days ago, and now you're watching now. It's not nostalgia. Feels like the good old days. Got married and had 3 kids since you last. That's not possible. In the 72 hours. It's like the return of Dunkaroos. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because Dunkaroos were gone for more than 3 days.
Let's go.
Good to see you, though. Good to see you. Atrioc from Dream SMP. Yeah, that's me. Under the name Dream. Did you enable VOD save?
1, 2.
What are you talking about? Dude, pre-chat's been wild for the days that I was gone. I've been busy, but I checked in. People been talking nonstop. What are you doing? No, I'm not proud of you. No, I'm not saluting you. You're right, King. What is going on? It's 2 days. I wasn't even there, dude. Hey, good to see you all. Rekia, thank you for the tier 2, 14 months. BB Remy, thank you for the 7 months. Rupert Grinch, thank you for the 11 months. Zimdo, thank you for the tier 2. X-Beams, Nestle Crunch. Subatomic 99, tier 1. Ceaslia with the prime. Alex Crouch with the 19 months. Champ came in. What's good? What's going on? How's everybody doing? What happened in my absence? Did the world of Twitch collapse from a lack of someone to giggle at other people's content? Or what? What was the? What was the fucking? I took a mock AP exam and got a 1. That's bad, right? I mean, I did IB, not AB, AP. But I assume a 1 is not good. And that's the mock, so there's less pressure. It's more than 0. It is more than 0. Yo, Big A, I love you, bro. I just wondered if you could say... What did you ask me? What the fuck did you ask me? My house burnt down, my dog ran away, my husband divorced me, and I lost the kids in 3 days. Do you think that's my fault? Are you somehow implying that I didn't stream for 3 days, so you lost the house, dog, husband, and kids? How does that relate to my content? What would me being live? No, don't yep-cock that. I forgot that you guys yep-cock everything. I don't know why I forgot that. Bobby Stickman, thank you for the one year. Wham it, thank you for the 8 months.
But, here we go now. Batman's group on the mic. Mix in the mix on the wheels of steel. This is what I was fucking.
This is my first time actually watching Twitch. You took my Twitch V card. Yeah, well, happens a lot. What you'll learn is the Twitch content is absolutely fire compared to YouTube. I hate to say it, but my editors are all hacks. They take out all my best jokes. Live is better. Yeah. I've streamed I've streamed 3 days ago. You guys are talking about it like I literally disappeared off the face of the earth for months. I didn't Clint Stevens you. During a week. I think I was here, was I here Monday? What did I skip? Did I skip Monday? It's like, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I think is what I skipped. That's it, dude. Middle of the week. It's not Clint. Big A back after buying milk at the gas station. I didn't go out for cigarettes. Yeah. No, you guys are fucking capping. You're capping and you're crapping is what you are. Dude, I need more light. I need to figure out this light situation, but it's fine. We'll make it work. We'll make it twerk even. Marketing Monday, but it's a Friday. That would be a Farketing Friday. Okay, what are you new here? Someone teach him how we refer to the days of the week. Stupidly. Whenever you guys were in demand of marketing that never comes. I don't even do it on Monday that often. Let alone on a Friday. Big A didn't stream for a bit and Nvidia stock dropped. Well, that's funny because I wasn't streaming to work harder. So it's an L on both accounts. Stream dies. The stock drops. What's the point? What's the point? What? Did you have to work extra because E3 got canceled? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah, that tracks. E3 got canceled, so I have to work extra hard. Yep, that makes sense. Good call. Anyway, how's everybody? Is there any crazy news? I'm actually a little bit out of the news as well. Like, I don't know. Did anything crazy happen? Did the world change? Did the Twitch? Did XUC shoot a guy? What happened? Did Mizkif drown someone live on stream? Did Elon Musk start streaming? Oh, Morbius. Bro, can I tell you guys? So, when I don't stream, I don't have a lot of new videos to put out. And so the last video I put out that was like a real banger was that Morbius video. The video about just all the Morbius memes. That video it did better than like videos I've tried way harder on, by the way. I've tried way harder on a video and that video crushed it. Anyway, whatever. The video did good. I'm happy about that. But I got some of the dumbest fucking comments that I've ever had on any YouTube video. I mean, I don't think I could have laid it on thicker in terms of the sarcasm. I think I openly say in the Morbius video like 4 or 5 times. I haven't actually watched it, but it's an 11. I think his direct quote is, I haven't technically seen it, and I'm technically not going to see it, but it's 11.5 out of 10. If you can't see the sarcasm in that, you are stupid. I don't know what to tell you. And then people in the comments were like, actually, bro, it couldn't have made 3.8 trillion because I did the math and that's bigger than the GDP of Japan plus China combined. So actually, I'm like, ah! What? Excuse? How? I don't understand. I don't understand how you can see that video. And then people were like, literally comments were like, is this sarcastic? Like, I can't tell. Like, did it actually do well or not? I don't know. And it's like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't know. I just saw, I don't know. Like how I can't get broader, dude. I can't get more obvious. Like, we talk about Morbius making trillions of dollars. I said Morbius made more money than every other movie combined. And then some of the comments were like, just goes to show you sales don't mean everything. Because I saw it and it wasn't even very good. It's the only bad part about YouTube. Like I said, is I think they just give the content, they hand deliver it to the world's stupidest people, and they get first dibs on the comments. But you know, I mean, I'm not mad about it. The video did great, and it was generally funny. I just, who's dumber, the commenters or you for reading the comments? The commenters. What are you talking about? What a stupid message. They get delivered to my phone. It's my YouTube channel. What are you talking about? I did a fucking 15 minutes of thick sarcasm. They couldn't figure it out. And then I read their stupid message and I'm the dumb one? What are you talking about? You're dumb for posing that question. Dude, it's like if somebody's smearing himself with shit on the street and then I'm like, that's weird. And you're like, who's weirder? The guy smearing himself with shit or the guy watching it? And everyone's like, so wise. No, it's not so wise. It's the guy smearing himself with shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking? You're dumb. You're as dumb as a commenter. Who's to say? Just because you say it like that doesn't make it wise. I just want you to know that. Aristotle doesn't have an answer for that one. Bro, I need to figure out this light situation. I need to figure it out ASAP Rocky. I just feel like I feel like I'm in an interrogation. Oh, 1 second. Let me. Okay, let me just see if I can turn this light down. It's so yellow, dude. It's actually so yellow. All right, well, I don't know. It's worse. This is worse. All right, we're going back. I'm in a different room. We switched rooms. Because well, I'd taken the bigger room for the stream room and it didn't make sense. So we're moving the stream room. I do have jaundice, yeah. Yeah, I forgot. Thanks for the live reveal of my jaundice. Anyway, so yeah, the Morbius thing was insane. It was insane. Are you a virgin or not? I don't know. Listen, I only read that message to make a dumb joke, but then I realized, like, who the fuck are you, dude? Who the fuck are you? Do you know me? Are you coming in here and you're just... What is your question? We aren't friends. I don't know you. No, I've never had sex in my life, of course. I'm too busy day trading, obviously. But I don't know why it's not your business. It doesn't matter. Because, listen, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but every time you have sex, every time you play a game of League of Legends, you have to have sex 5 or 10 times to even counteract that, or you're still a virgin. So it's like, I could be plowing my way 15 times a day, and I'll never make up for how much League of Legends I played. So I'm a lifelong virgin. I'll never lose it. Okay. It's just, that's the math. The math is, I'm so deep in the hole that even if I were to get deep in the hole, you know what I'm saying, the other way, it wouldn't matter. Clubs Mike, is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? I'm sorry. What? Mike, are you asking me that if you don't have sex, your dick falls off? Is that what you're asking me? No, Mike, your dick will not fall off. If that, I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should have somebody in your life that can tell you that. No, your dick will stay on. It regrows like a lizard tail. Okay. Hey, well, I guess you guys are still as stupid as I remember, so that's good. Hey, never change. I was worried you guys might go up and change on me. I was really worried. I took 3 days off. You guys might have changed on me, but you guys stayed solid. You guys stayed rock solid, and I got to appreciate that. I have to fucking give credit to that. I got to celebrate that. You know what I'm saying? Dumb as ever. And that's good. Ride or die. Jasper Armstrong, thank you for the 4 months. Sam's Club. This guy's name is Clubs Mike, and your name is Sam's Club. Beastie for show. Thank you for the 1 month. Oh, sorry, one year. Thank you for the 1 year. Kitten Warlock, thank you for the 18. What's been the haps? What's been the deal? What's been the dill pickle? You know what I'm saying? You guys know what I'm saying because I'm saying it so eloquently. You know what I'll do is a deep dive. I think is what we need to do. Actually, I might do the Reddit. The Reddit will catch me up on everything. The Reddit will catch me up on everything. But the only way to get to the Reddit, and I don't even know if you guys remember the words. Do you guys even remember the words? We'd have to all collectively sing in unison as one voice. We always know, before we go to the Reddit, we sing the iconic Reddit song. Sing it with me, chat.
It's time for Reddit with Atrioc. So let's go see what memes are at the top. Are this week's posts fire or flops? So go join r/Atrioc.
Nope, wrong one. There it is. Okay, let's see what's on the Reddit today. Actually, bro, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Almost top of the month, huh? Yikes. No, I already watched that one. Nah, let's do week. We didn't take that long. Let's see. Woke up and decided to... So let's... I've been out for a while, and I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything important. I hope you guys can catch me up and give me that good, high-quality Reddit content I've come to expect. The kind of content that makes you sit back and think. It makes you learn something about yourself, about this community. Makes us all feel a little more connected. Starting with this awesome, realistic art style drawing. Okay, there's a photo of me. And then... and then the exact same photo that you just pasted. Wow. Holy shit. The detail is insane. That's insane. And that got 977 upvotes, huh? Wow. That is talent. Hey, I know talent when I see it. Man, if I didn't know better, and I know this is crazy for me to say, if I didn't know better, I'd say you posted the exact same image twice. And the whole thing's a joke. But I do know that you, Naxim, are a talented artist. Check the time lapse. What do you mean there's a time lapse? Thought this was a troll because it was so realistic. Saw the time lapse, my mind was blown. How is it so good? There is no time lapse. Why does everyone... Why is there so many motherfucking comments on this... Actually, the greatest display drawing prowess I've ever seen. You, my friend, are the GOAT. I love you. What Atrioc will say when he sees this. How long would you say it takes to get this good? Your lack of visible lines blows my mind. How long was the pre-sketch, and what materials would you argue were the best for this type of work? This is so committed. You guys are too committed. The drawing with time lapse. Oh, there's a... Okay. Well, it's been fun. Hey, I'll see you guys in 3 days or not, or maybe a week. It's been fun.
Ladies.
We had a good one, and it was been fun, and I love this stream. Return to stream. See you guys in 1 week. Let's see what's next. Let's see what's next on this subreddit. I was so inspired by Big A talking about hashtag Morbius sweep that I couldn't resist buying a hotly contested ticket myself.
I don't know,
It keeps on going.
but the hype must be real.
You just regarded that to yourself.
I mean, for my flash to be on, but Morbius sweep, guys. I don't know.
Yeah, Morbius sweep, baby. I can't believe that I helped sell a ticket to Morbius. I don't know if it's my greatest pride or my greatest shame from the year of streaming that I helped sell an actual ticket to Morbius. Marketing man. Yeah. Hey, they should have paid me. I increased their sales by 100% in this market. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, or I hope it was funny. They're friends. They're twins. And it's fan art of Connor Six Froggy and the Ghost from our place. I already saw this on my phone, but I love it. Very white people happy moment, very heart moment. Yeah, it's awesome. Great art. Thank you, MME Elephant. That's my favorite part about the whole place thing was getting the Ghost and the Froggy. It was really cool. It was bigger than I thought we could get. It was super hype. I enjoyed it a lot. Shout outs. Speaking of that, Mr. Ewing, I don't feel so good. And it's the complete collapse of our society. Yeah, I mean, it happened to everybody. You know, it was a beautiful moment in time. We lasted to the very end, thanks to the efforts of many brave soldiers who are braver than the Marines. You guys are sagging like, like only this part got wiped. Sag. When everything else stayed up, but our part got everything got wiped. You know, it happened. The sad part was I don't know if anyone has a photo of it. When they're at the beginning, they actually weren't wiping this part out, but they turned the Froggy's eyes into like pure white, bleeding white, and it was kind of creepy. It was like the ghost was ripping the soul out of the back or something, which is not what we're trying to go for. It's done. Details on Twitter. And this is, I think Max W made me this Enron controller, which is fucking sick. And I'm going to use it at Genesis. If anyone here's a Smasher and they're going to Genesis, I'll see you there. Good looking. Happy to say hi. Happy to kick it. I'm not going to money match you. Don't try to come up here and fucking pull me away and do a $2 money match so you can circle camp me with Luigi or some shit, dude. I'm not going to do it. I just want you to know I'm not going to do it. But I will. I'm happy to say hi. I'm happy to shoot the shit. I'm happy to whatever. I just, you know, if you're like, hey, I brought a Shrek setup. It's my room 403. Can we go up there now and fucking play? My Luigi's nasty, bro. I'll put a $2 on. I'm not going to do it. I can't afford it. All right. I can't afford it. $2 will kill me. All right. So that's why. So you can just call me poor. It's fine. But I am excited to see everybody. I'm really excited for Jen's. It's gonna be fun as shit. And he's gonna give it to me there, I think. And it's fucking sick. Look how dope this is. Although it's funny. Okay, so I've had a couple situations in the past few days, where I was wearing an Enron hat in an elevator, and there was like a maintenance guy. He's like an older guy. And he looked at my hat and he looked at me and he goes, "Did you work at Enron?" This is real. And before I could even respond, I was like, "Oh no, it's a joke." I was trying to explain it. He kind of cuts over me and goes, "'Cause they're fucking crooks." And I was like, bro, no, I didn't. No, sir. Bro, I was fucking 5 years old when they collapsed. Like, no, I did not. I did not work in Enron. But he was quite mad about it. And anyway, I explained that I didn't work at it, but he didn't seem to get the joke. Like, he didn't seem to understand that it was. So, we agreed to disagree on that front. But anyway, Max, when he was making this, also got questions about it. So I've decided that I'm probably going to do a Marketing Monday coming up pretty soon and just explain Enron and why it was insane, why it was fraudulent, why it's kind of funny now, and the whole thing. I think I'm just going to go through the Enron story, which would be cool. Which would be, because I think, there's a lot of things that are funny about Enron, and then I'll explain in this Marketing Monday, but what's actually funny is that it's one of the last times we even prosecuted fraud. It's funny because they were extra fraudulent, but at least we actually put some people in jail, which we don't do that to rich people anymore. We actually don't put rich people into jail for financial crimes of any reason anymore. And we actually did back then, which is kind of crazy. So it's almost like a proud moment because it was the fraud that got punished in some way. No, not nearly enough. Anyway, so I'll be happy to talk about that and we'll explain it more, but that is the two situations that we got about that. April Fool's is supposed to be funny, and it's about me saying I would stream Paper Mario and then actually doing it, just not for as long as you expected. So, you're wrong. And as we always know, before we go to the Reddit, we sing the iconic Reddit song. Oh, I thought it was a different tab. Okay, this is an alternate universe. What is this? In an alternate universe, I'm a dog. As we always know, before we go to the Reddit, we sing the iconic Reddit song. Sing it with me, chat.
It's time for Reddit with Atrioc.
The subtitles are bark, bark, bark.
So let's go see
woof,
what
woof,
memes
bark,
are
bark,
at
woof,
the
woof,
top.
arf, arf.
Are this week's
Arf, arf,
posts
bark,
fire
woof.
or flops? So go join r/Atrioc.
What was the point of this? What was the point of this, dude? Yeah, in an alternate world where I'm a dog. I would say bark and woof. It is cute. I will say that. If I was a dog, I'd be a pretty cute dog, it looks like. I mean, look at his soulful eyes. Nice Enron hat. Even a good expression. Look at this.
Go join r/.
Look at my reacting face. In Dog Trioc world, do you think Maya is a human? Do you think my dog Maya is a human? I don't know. Maybe, sure. Sure. Oh, that's physics. Oh, it's physics doing the pog face as a different dog. Physics got a lustrous coat. What kind of dog is Ari? I don't know, because this is not real, right? I don't know what kind of dog the person is because we're not actually in a dog world where everyone's dogs. Right? So I don't know. Chihuahua? That's racist. That's racist what you just said. Okay. Twas a oh yeah. Well, that's fine.
You are now about to witness
What is
the
this?
strength.
Someone made an intro for Get Smarter Saturdays.
You are now about to witness the strength of glizzy knowledge.
Terrible start. I don't know how it's gonna get better, but in the first 4 seconds, I'm really off put.
Big A out here, and he got some bits to play. He got the knowledgeable captain that's hella bass. You see, to put on a movie, it's funny viewing.
I'm Sorry to pause, but this is one of my favorite stream moments ever. If you guys don't know, so they flashed this clip. This is whenever I was watching the what is his name? Dan Bilzerian. It was like a Dan Bilzerian video about his downfall. And they flashed this clip of him on a movie set one time. Or like when he said he was in the Marines or whatever. And I was like, damn, this guy right here is like the fucking, he looks just like Eric Bana. This guy could be Eric Bana's twin. And I start like fucking trying to prove it. And I'm like pulling up video and I'm like looking at things. And I'm like, dude, this is Eric Bana for sure. I mean, this guy looks just like him. He's so close. And then it was just a still from a movie. And it was Eric Bana. And it was obvious. It was, and like if you just waited 15 seconds in the video, it would have been obvious to me. But I was like trying to deduct it. I was like deciphering the fucking code. And I remember I let out. I was one of the most fucking.
Put on a movie. It's funny.
One of the most embarrassed at myself laughs I've ever had.
With you, and so come back to school on your Saturday. Submit your videos and show us what you want us to teach to the Twitch and the YouTube frogs. The gameplay, the how to educate. The topic gets smarter Saturdays with Atrioc. Let's go.
Welcome to Get Smarter Saturday, sponsored by Factor. Yeah, true. That's fire. Actually, it got way better after the first 4 seconds where you said, "Welcome to the strength of glizzy knowledge," or you're not about to witness the strength of glizzy knowledge. Yeah, you improved after that, and I do appreciate it. I'll use that on Saturday for sure. Art. Oh shit! Art imitates life, and it's me and Connor at the awards, and then the Ghost and Connor 6 Froggy. That's actually fire. Hey, he's my boy, Connor. Good guy, good pal. Helped me get around LA because he had a Tesla and I didn't. Dressed like a fucking king with his shadow chain. And gave us this land to put our ghost down. It's too bad he doesn't live in Cali. He lives in Austin. Dumb. But yeah, that's definitely, I think, you know what's funny is I think Connor has one of our biggest crossovers. Probably our biggest. Now that Lud's YouTube. I think Connor, maybe Moist Critical. It's one of those two. Connor and Moist Critical have our number one sister streams. I guess brother streams. Not Aiden Ross. Well, yeah, I mean, Aiden Ross is the exact same viewership. So me and Aiden Ross, it's like, it's 1-to-1. People are watching Aiden, and then when he goes offline, they watch me. It's the same. We're the W crew. I'm just talking about outside of that. Stans is close too. Stan's your best man? Yeah, I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about which stream has the biggest viewership. It's a math thing, okay? It's a math thing. People discover Dream through you. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm not going to make a joke. It's true. Most people find out about Dream through my content. That's pretty normal. It's a normal pipeline, you know? What about Logan Paul? What about Logan Paul, okay? I'm sick of this Logan Paul motherfucker. In fact, permission to box him, chat. Permission to beat his ass in the ring, okay? Granted. Are you sure? You guys don't want to hold me back? Are you sure you guys don't want to hold me back? Because I could really fuck him up. I could really do some damage to him. Are you sure you guys don't want to hold me back? I could really, I might really mess him up for life, and then his content, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it. Hold me back, chat. I could really hurt somebody. Be the bigger man? Okay. All right. Your message counts, and it's the only one. All right, I'll be the bigger man. I'll let him live. I'll let him live. Oh no, his content. Does he even upload anymore? I thought, my understanding was that the Paul brothers barely even do YouTube. They actually just are full-time boxers now because there's more money in it. They just podcast? Interesting. You guys answered that too quickly? You guys answered that too quickly? You're too big of Logan Paul fans? Cringe. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded. Wow. Insane. There's so much money in these celebrity promo boxing matches. It's insanely profitable. It's crazy that like a YouTuber with tens of millions is making more money than uploading on that channel to just box other mid to bad level boxers. You should start boxing? Yeah, it's a good idea. That's a good idea, right? As a guy who just turned 30 and has a full-time job, I should do a late career pivot into boxing. That's a good idea. No, you guys are onto something. This is a good idea. If Mike Tyson can do it, so can you. Did Mike Tyson start boxing at 30? Don't say yes because you know he's not. You know that's not true. Head injuries might inspire new marketing ideas. So you're even though I think I'm already doing well at my job, you think I can improve my marketing by getting my ass beat so hard in the ring. By the way, I haven't finished my message, and if you type yep, you are not even listening to my question. If you type yep, then it's proof that you're not even listening to my question, and you are just typing yep at any question that you know is often rhetorical. I want you guys to know that you're not actually giving me a fair shake here on this question, but you've already typed. Okay. Okay. Oh, let's see. Oh, you know what? There we go. Hey, did I fix the lighting? Wait, it's way less yellow. Oh my God, it's way less yellow. I mean, I'm still fucking in a dark ass room, but there we go. That's better. Pog. Okay. Anyway, the question was whether I should get my ass beat and get a head injury so that I can get better marketing ideas. And then you guys all said yep. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to go get literally punched in the head because you guys all seem to agree that that's a great idea and will definitely improve my marketing. And none of you wants to stop me. You're all totally fine with this and you think it's a good idea for me to get possibly CTE. Okay, great. Thanks. Cool. Duh. Well, at least I have my Reddit to fall back on. Like this image. I don't talk about it much, but Atrioc and I served together in Vietnam in the 5th Infantry Division. It's a picture of me in a tuxedo pointing at you in a t-shirt aiming your gun at the sky. Wow. Those were the days, huh? Fighting for our country. Lot of crazy memories. And it has to be real because look how it's in a frame. There's no way you could Photoshop this. They couldn't get the pixels right. It has to be real. Thank you for your service. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. You know, I've had that happen. So because I'm a military child, well, I'm not a child anymore, but when I was growing up, I mean, what I'm saying is I have a military ID because I lived on military bases and my father was military for 30 years. And so I have a military ID. And, like, for example, in college, I would use it. And I would often get, thank you for your service. I would, like at airports. Like, for example, I was checking in an airport, I would get thank you for your service. And it's like, it's tough because you don't have a lot of time to explain that I clearly didn't serve. But it is a military ID and it's, and so sometimes I'm not, I would just, generally what I would do is awkwardly nod. Because if you can't stop the line and be like, actually no, so, but you don't want to take credit because I didn't do anything other than, I guess, be braver than a Marine and kind of save the country. I guess I did sort of serve in a way. But I'm just saying it happened a lot. It happened a lot. Like, you can even get it. I'm trying to think of like renting a car or anything. Like anywhere you show ID, people will, depending on where you're at, they'll give you a thank you for your service. So what I would often do, honestly, if I'm being honest with you, is I would say, that's all. Like, for example, let's say a TSA agent says thank you for your service. I'd say that's all you're going to do. I give my life for this country. I'm out here fucking putting my life on the line. You're just going to give me a simple thank you. I would sort of like put it back on them a little bit. And then they'd be off put, and I'd be like, I could use some money. I could use some cash. That would really thank me for my service. And then so often I would get, just a fun little hobby of mine where I would like extort service workers for cash with stolen valor. Just like a fun little, it's just a fun thing to try, Deeds, not words. So no discount. Me at Burger King. Yeah, thank you for my service, but how about half off on this Whopper, okay? That'd be a real way to thank me. I don't think the YouTube comments will get this one. Oh my God, the YouTube comments will be miserable. We shouldn't even. Sarcasm on YouTube, it does work. I'm not saying it doesn't work because most people are normal and they laughing, but man, there is 10% that take. I don't think there's anything I could say. I don't think I could lay it on thick enough. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think, like, if I were to say, oh yeah, I'm totally gonna take my car and drive to the moon tomorrow. And you know what? While I'm up there, I might get a moon burger. And then some of the comments will be like, actually, I don't think that's possible because I looked and there's not even, like, you can't even get a moon burger because it, like, I'm not, unironically, people will say that. Like, actually, I think this guy's lying because, because actually I looked at all the ways they get to the moon and almost always it's through a rocket. And so I don't think a car would be capable of. There's no restaurants on the lunar surface. No. It is not me not getting their sarcasm, okay? I promise you. They are unironically, what I think it is, it's possible they don't watch the video. What for the Morbius one? My guess is they just look at the title and they think my voice has to be heard. That's my honest reaction on it. Is it just kids? I mean, it could be kids. I don't know. But even still, do you know what I'm saying? Even still, that's stupid. That doesn't cover it. Now that I think about it, that doesn't cover it. Because the title of the video is Morbius is the highest grossing movie of all time. Do you understand? So like, and the picture is of it having a $342 trillion box office. And so there's no... Here's an example. If you guys think this is extra level sarcasm, that's your call. I'm quite confident it's not. Here's an example. Okay. Wait, Morbius is successful? Everyone I heard that saw it said it was C- at best. This just proves that sales mean nothing. Now, do you think this guy is like doing some elaborate bit? Or do you think it's pretty obvious they just didn't fucking get it? They just didn't get it, dude. That's not, I mean, this is obviously not a bit. Everyone I heard said it was C- at best. Like, they're just contributing their opinion. They are trying to involve themselves in the conversation without. Check his profile. I think if you can't see that this is not a bit, then feminist destroyed. Yeah, bro. I think if you can't see that this guy's being serious, then you also have the problem of being able to. Look at the profile picture. The profile picture, I believe, is January 6th. Okay. All right, here's another one. Rin wants to know, I can't figure out if this is all a big media troll or what. Why is everyone so crazy about this movie? Is it really that good or is it all just a joke? I don't know, Rin. When I said it was $342 trillion box office, what did you think? There's quite a few. I'm trying to see. Like, this is an example of someone being part of the joke. This guy goes, after seeing Morbius, the greatest movie of any era, I can no longer watch any other movies. Obviously, I get it. This guy's part of the joke. He doesn't actually believe that Morbius. You understand? But, no, that one's real. Yeah. Wait, I'm trying to see some other ones. That's what Dude, I have never heard of this movie. I half think you're fucking me with me right now, but I also just woke up, so I have no damn clue. Atrioc, I'm a new YouTube frog. Why are you doing this to me? Bro, I'm not making it hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm not keeping it subtle. I said verbatim, I haven't seen the movie, but I'm quite confident it's an 11.5 out of 10. That's a direct quote. And you're like, does he like it? I can't. Anyway. Anywho. It's YouTube comments, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's my thesis. You're reading my opening statement on my paper, okay? It is that YouTube commenters, some percentage of them are really dumb. Like dumber than you'd ever expect. That is my thesis. And that was my evidence, okay? I don't get why Big A likes Morbius so much. It wasn't. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, what I was thinking about doing today. Let's think. Let's put our noggins together. I really want to do best tweets, but I don't think I can do it today. I think I have to do it tomorrow. Unfortunate. Shark Tank is totally on the table. Although, here's what I got to say. I need to do something that's not reacting, because while I think... So, I also want to talk about something. This is more serious. Oh, wait. Let's finish the Reddit. There's got to be more on the Reddit, right? Let's finish the Reddit. Wait, there's got to be more on the Reddit. Wait. I mean, we just saw the Vietnam picture. That can't be the last thing on the Reddit. Oh, wow. I'm glad I came back. Love wins people pride. Now, this was, okay. There isn't, I mean, this is love isn't a friendship. But it's an amazing art anyway. Very cool. Very poggies. This is our, well, we will, whenever I need to be a corporation for Pride Month and support the gays, I will use this icon. We'll change our Discord icon to this. Okay? Whenever, only for the Pride Month, because obviously we're only doing it in a cynical, capitalistic way. Okay? But we will definitely, use this. Anyway, good looking out. This is awesome. Building passive income. This is not. No, let's do it. Professor Atrioc, are you a glizzy or are you a glizzette? This is so fascinating that someone would take the time to make that. Oh, by the way, this exists now. What's it? Does anyone know what it's called? As per my last peepo. I think it literally exists. As per my previous peepo. Oh my God, it exists. It's here. We literally added an emote to the lexicon. It's uploaded. It's on fucking... Everyone can use it. I don't know when or where we'll use it, but it's fucking cool. It's awesome. It's a good emote. It's business related. It's when you want to... By the way, if you guys don't know, if you guys are not in the corporate realm, because some of you guys are younger, some of you guys don't have to send work emails. I have a video on it, but it's pretty old. In the work environment, when you say, as per my last email, you are saying, fuck you. You are saying you're an idiot. You are saying you can't read. You are saying get fucked. Okay? It is a work way to say 2 middle fingers up. So what, like a way this will happen is like maybe you'll send an email where it's like, I think we should do this for the strategy and we can reconvene it on Friday. And then someone else will be like, where's our plan for this? What's our plan for this? What's going on? They'll just jump into a thread with a lot of people on it, probably your boss. And they'll be like, do we have a plan for this? And then you have to say, yes, scroll the fuck up, read. But you can't say that because it's work. So you'll say, as per my last email, we're having a strategy meeting on Friday. And everyone on the thread knows that you're saying, fuck you, you're stupid. But that's not what you can't actually say that. There's a lot of like very passive aggressive email culture that you have to learn in an office job to be able to defend your turf, to be able to ride or die, to be able to fight your ground. And it's a lot of like subtle. Yeah, if you want to watch it, I think the video is called As Per My Last Email. And you can see my business lingo vid. One second, I'm gonna get water. All right. I'm back. I got these little cheese and nuts package. My guy truck's literally putting nuts in his mouth. Oh my God. I literally have him owned live on camera. Oh my God. I'm the funniest person alive. Your head explodes. Oh, cheese nuts in your... Actually kind of clever because I did say cheese and nuts. Cheese nuts in your mouth. You know what's crazy? Isn't it crazy that the world's funniest people are in my chat? The The world's funniest. Literally, of all the billions on Earth, I get the 4,000 funniest people on Earth. The absolute peak of their craft. Like, any one of you could sell out Madison Square Garden and get the entire crowd roaring with laughter. Like, with a single stand-up set. That's crazy. How it's just lucky of me, I guess, but also scary because at any moment I could get skewered by your razor sharp wit. YouTube comments on this clip. Does he actually think we're the funniest, or can someone explain this to me? I can't. Does he think we're the because I don't think I could actually sell out Madison Square Garden with my comedy, but I don't know if okay, what do we got? Oh, I seen this. I saw it on my phone. This might end up being cover art for the album. Check this out. The Glamorized Saga. Full art of the Glamorai at the Lake of Rot. This is so sick. This is actually so goddamn sick. There's been some cool Glamorai art, and I truly love it all. I am very sorry to the people that actually like watching the Glamorai and Elden Ring that I haven't been able to play. And that it's been continuing to be the slowest playthrough of all time. But I do appreciate it because I really love it, and I can't wait to get back to it. We'll get to it. I really, it's all I want to do, but gotta do other things too. This is an incredible art. It's awesome. Thanks for making this. Let me shout you out. Shia Madash, thank you for making this. I'd love to talk to you. And actually, I'd love to do more work with anybody that makes art like this. I've been paying a lot of people to make art for thumbnails and things, and I'd love to talk to you. This is fucking sick. Yet another Psychic L. Your Psychic L is that you just covered Psychic's orange pixel with your orange pixel? That's not fucking owned, actually. Holy shit, dude. Psychic? God damn. How are you going to show your face after that? Fucking rolled. Nobody else in this game got their pixel covered. Just you. That's crazy. No. S3K fell off for real if they can't fucking defend their own territory from the exact same pixels. Meanwhile, in an alternate universe, and it's me as a bee, and my name is Big B, and I'm talking about Mating Monday's top 5 flowers. But for some reason, you also use the alternate universe one of me as a trucker. So I'm not only a bee, but I'm like a part-time trucker. You didn't... Okay. That's cool. Did you guys see truckers are getting paid 6 figures? Straight up. I mean, a lot of them already were, but like, it's basically rising to where, like, Walmart's paying all new truckers 6 figs. Demand's crazy. Demand's crazy. I still don't, I mean, I think that's awesome. I think wages going up for any type of labor is good. I still deeply worried. I'm like, personally, one of my biggest worries is the arrival of affordable self-driving trucks, because the number one job in 32 states is trucking, and it can disappear in, once it's available, it'll disappear immediately. And that'll cause a lot of unrest. So that's one of my biggest, it's one of the things I can't figure out a great solution for. In my mind. If it's ever legalized, I mean, if it's profitable, I feel like corporations will make it legalized. Because, yeah, I don't know. Listen, I'm not, I don't know. But I don't see how it doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't see how that, at the pace the technology is going, and then the profitability for the company, I don't see how it doesn't happen. I don't see a world where it doesn't happen. So, You know what would be cool? I always thought about this. I'm going off topic a little bit, but I just want to talk about it. I always thought it'd be cool. So, I remember reading a story about some people that tricked a self-driving car by repainting the lines, like using chalk to repaint the road lines so it would go off the thing. And I thought that would be such a cool opening to like a heist movie, like set in the future. Like let's say it's set in 2043 or something like that. And it's about a crew that like robs self-driving trucks. And like it opens with them setting it up and like they and it goes, and then like the car goes off the road and like, wouldn't that be cool as shit? And then, no, that's not the whole movie. I'm just saying it's like a heist movie set in the future, and like it just shows people living on the cracks of a society that maybe that's like, you know, it's like almost like kind of dystopian. Shit's gone bad. People are looting, but there's like a crew of people that are, I feel like people would be interested. Chalk is illegal in 30 years. Okay, it's a movie, so I can say it's not illegal in 30 years. Fast and the Furious 20. Vin Diesel, his brain in a jar, hooked up to a fucking V8 engine. It's about family. Bro, they might actually do that. I'm not even kidding, dude. They might in the future. You know, they had a Tupac fucking hologram. They might make Vin Diesel the voice of the car and use AI to generate his voice once he dies. If the movie makes enough money, when he dies, they'll just keep on fucking churning him out. And they'll have fucking AI generated Vin Diesel's voice as the car. I'm not even kidding. All right, let's see. Tried my best to match the skin tones and the lighting. Hope Big A sees this. This is hype. Haunted pillowcase. By the way, this reminds me. Thank you for making this. I also like this is cool. The Hitman contract is in full swing. If you guys don't know, the Hitman contract video did super fucking well. So we made another one. I got David Red Sox, one of the greatest players of all time, and contract designers, to make a Miami contract in Hitman, entirely new, entirely custo, extremely difficult. A 5-person, 5-target, extremely difficult new contract. It ends on Monday. I've already seen dozens of submissions. They are fucking awesome. Tuesday's stream next week is going to be fucking lit. I really am excited to show off these runs. There's already been a bunch of sick ones. Huge variety. People trying all different starting locations. I took a run at it myself just to get a pacing. And, man, I'm just more and more impressed by what I'm seeing. So, yeah, I recommend if you like the Hitman shit, check out Tuesday because it's going to be a fire stream, I think. Stream confirmed next Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not going to be online until Tuesday, so. Atrioc private his video as soon as I clicked on it, trade secret. So this is what I want to talk about. This is why we need to figure out what to do today. I'm talking about this because we had a video go up yesterday about my reaction to the Michael Reeves Goldfish video. And I took it down. Now, listen, I didn't know yet it was being created, but this is all on me. Because I approve what videos are made and what goes up. And I took it down once I saw it go up last night because it was the first time seeing it. I've been busy. And it was just me giggling. You know what I'm saying? It was just me giggling. And the editing was great. Kage did a great job. Nothing on the editor. It's literally just, he didn't have anything to work with because I just thought it was funny. I just really liked the video. I thought it was really funny, but I don't think I added much to it. I didn't pause. I didn't have any extra jokes. I didn't jump off. And I won't upload anything like that. I mean, that's just, when I saw it, I was like, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I have no problem with reacting. And I think a lot of times, React will lead to a funny story or something different. It'll go off the rails. Like, for example, we had a react on a great Leo Vader video. And halfway through, I think we jumped off and started watching that Wheel of Fortune clip. And it was like, it goes a whole different direction. And so I like that. I think that's totally fine. But when it's just me watching a video and laughing at it, I don't feel comfortable with it. So I asked him to take it down. And I won't be uploading videos like that. So if you see something that you feel is like crossing the line, I mean, you can ask and I'll take a look. I think in general, if it uploads, I'll have reviewed it at this point. So fuck off, to be honest. Don't just like give me your own fucking take. But so yeah, I'm just letting you know that's my policy. I want to like make it clear my policy on reacts is like if I feel that we have some kind of unique jokes or if it's worthwhile watching on ours, then we'll watch it, and I don't mind uploading it, and we'll always credit the original video. Anytime you see that not being the case, please let me know. It happened one time and I felt really bad about it. We've been trying to be on the ball. So that's it. That's what we're trying to do. Thumbs up. I just want to let you guys know. But what that means is, bro, so all we've had, because I've been gone, all I do is play Elden Ring and not stream for the past 2 weeks. So all we've had is like Shark Tank reacts, because I did so many of those that we're catching up. And I'm worried that if I watch Shark Tank today, we got nothing for YouTube. So I got to think, I got to do something that's not, by the way, the Shark Tank reacts do well and I really like them. So it's not like I could do more, but I don't want to just have Shark Tank only. So I'm trying to mix it up. I think Shark Tank is great. We pause a lot. It's watching Shark Tank alone by yourself and watching Shark Tank with our chat and my reaction, I think is a way different experience. I think it's just funnier and different. That's why I feel and plus it's also Shark Tank, so I don't give a shit. Like they have infinite money. So I have no problem uploading those reacts. I just don't want to do it only. I want to have other stuff. So so that's my policy. Cat Ghost, thank you for the 10 gifted. I appreciate that. Cat Ghost 404. Welcome 10 new members to the Atrioc Army on Cat Ghost Dime. Daniel G Sung, thank you for the 13 months. Salty Bagel, thank you for the 6 months. Mr. Fuzzy Pants, thank you for the 10. Roger with the Prime. 07 TM87. Thank you for the 2 months. Panda Tech, thank you for the 2 months. Paper Mario is not a video, and it's not. Bro, everyone would leave if I play Paper Mario. Mish, thank you for the Prime. Sifu, Inscription, Elden Ring. I can't do any of these actually. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I might even be able to do it tonight. Have you guys heard of this game? By the way, Mizkif reached out to me last night. He said, yo, he basically asked me if I wanted to do Schooled on this coming Monday. And because I just thought it'd be funny, I just said no shot, all caps. And then I waited a bit and said, but I appreciate the invite, smiley face. And then he didn't respond to me. So I hope he wasn't like, I only said no shot because it was Monday. I thought, now I feel like I wasn't trying to be rude. I thought, I don't know if it was like I don't know if we're close enough that he gets that I was joking. Like, I wasn't trying to hurt his feelings. I was literally, I can't do it because of work. It's 2 p.m. Central. It's middle of the workday. I have meetings all day Monday. It just wouldn't. Can you imagine if I'm like, oh, can I jump out of this fucking meeting so I can go get a 5th grader question wrong live on stream? No, I can't do that. So anyway, I hope he doesn't think that I don't love Schooled and also want to be on. Appreciate the invite. But I just can't do it. I can't. I swear. It's literally middle of the day Monday. It's the worst day for me. Do an apology video. What was the thing you were talking about? So it's kind of serious. Yeah, I just talked about it. I missed this. I just talked about it. It's the thing I was talking about that was kind of serious was that I am just taking a look at my React stuff to make sure that I feel comfortable with the level of reacting. React harder. If it's just me laughing at a great video, I won't upload it. Even if it's great. Even if the video is great and I have a good time. And even though some people enjoy just watching chat say funny things and me laugh at a video, I have to, there's got to be something extra. Otherwise, I don't feel comfortable. I recently watched Saving Private Ryan. I'm sorry, what? And after I watched it, I realized that was backseating the whole time. Can you explain what you mean by that? You were watching the movie Saving Private Ryan and you were backseating the actors in a film that's been over for decades. I mean, or at least like, yeah, over a decade. What do you mean? You were backseating their gameplay? Backseating a streamer, while bad to do, makes sense because they're playing live. You know what I'm saying? So if you tell them to do something, theoretically, they could take your advice. Backseating Tom Hanks as he storms the beaches of D-Day in a scripted film? That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because you understand that he can't hear you. Even if he could, he's following a script, so it's not even real. It's not a documentary. Save Ryan! Save Private Ryan! You like watching Titanic? No! No! Avoid the iceberg! Both of you can fit on the door. That was stupid. That was stupid, the door thing. Ugh. Hey, Big A, I'm going to my cousin's wedding tomorrow, and I'm thinking of ways to steal the show. Any ideas? That's a great question. And a great. Your heart's in the right place. Anytime you go to a friend or relative's wedding, you should be thinking, how can I make it about me? That's smart thinking. I love that. And I like where your head's at. What I would do, I think you should, in the middle of, let's say, someone else's speech, you should loudly clink your glass and say, I have a speech of my own, and stand up. And then if they try to keep talking, just clink, 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 until finally like, okay, I guess, cousin Scooter needs the floor. And then, when it's your turn, propose. Propose to someone else. Propose to your girlfriend. Propose to your boyfriend. Propose to the bride. Propose. Just make it about you. Because that'll be the story of the night. Wait, someone said, say, damn, I forgot, lol. Loudly demand the floor. Clink, 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 clink. And then stand up. And then when everyone looks at you, say, damn, I forgot. Lol. My B. And then sit down. That's actually good. Hit him with an eye for gore. Oh, but make sure you have a friend filming it for TikTok the whole time. Like, look into the camera, kind of mug for the camera, Jim for the camera, and then say, eye for gore. And then fucking have your friend crack up laughing. And then shake the camera for TikTok and then close it. That is good. And then you can probably even do it again a couple more times through the night. Product placement. You're like a best man giving a speech. Webster's defines love as a union between two people who care for each other. It also defines delicious as New salt and vinegar Fritos. Yeah. Recite the Quran as your speech. I mean, that just it feels kind of long. There's no such thing as a sponsored wedding? No, there definitely... Oh, there must be. Yeah, there is. There, for sure. There's like wedding influencers who like have their entire wedding sponsors and they upload the whole fucking thing and the whole thing's a fucking show. Extremely... It's not... I wouldn't say common, but it definitely it's possible and happens. That's actually funny because I used to work for Frito-Lay. Do you guys know... Have you guys heard of the story of the guy... the janitor who said he invented flaming hot Cheetos? And I believe this for my entire life. Oh, I told you this? Yeah, he lied. It's fake. He made it up. Oh, in the donkey video. Okay. Yeah, well, it's just fucking... It's crazy because it was just a great story. It was like this janitor who like had this great idea and went home and pitched it to the CEO and they loved it and it was successful and they made him a corporate executive and like he climbed the ladder with great success. And it turns out the whole thing was fake. He just didn't do it. He just waited till years after it was over and then started telling the story and got good press for it and no one stopped him because nobody who worked on Frito-Lay's like flaming hot team still worked there. It's been like 15, 13 years. And so we just kept doing it until eventually, like decades later, they checked the records and they're like, no, he didn't work on that. Yo, Atrioc, I sent my RSVP back. Make sure you get my response filled. I'm bringing +5. Are looking for... You're bringing a +5 to my wedding? That's interesting because I didn't give anyone +5. So why would... That's just... I don't think you should do that because I don't think I could accommodate. I got some heat. Slime gave me some heat for not giving him a +1. Weddings are expensive, bro. Weddings are expensive. You got... And Ari's got a big family coming. I've been doing almost no +1s. Toph just hit me up for a +1. Can I bring my dog to your wedding or is it a no pets? Yeah, is your dog cute? You can bring your dog. For sure. I'll see you there. Front row, right? You know I got a spot for you guys. In fact, every chatter's in the front row because you're most important to me. It's an insanely long front row. And then a very shallow second row for my family. We prefer the back seat. Yeah, you guys are going to backseat my wedding. I wouldn't put on the ring like that. If you use a different angle, it'll slide under the finger better. This is the part where you say, I do. I know this part. Actually, I saw a guide on this. The key is whenever the priest stops, you say, I do. I actually know this. Atrioc, I actually know what to do here. Atrioc, I've seen this online. What you do is you say, I do. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. Are you going to stream it? No, of course not. No, I am not going to stream my wedding. I can't believe that's a sincere question. Ludwig said, I'm streaming it. No, Ludwig, you're not going to live stream my fucking wedding. Unless I get a cut of the sponsorship. Because on your channel, we might get some real money. We might get... Hey, we put it on Ludwig's channel, we might get some real money. This wedding brought to you by NordVPN. We got a drone guy. Wait, for real? You should stream your wedding? What the fuck? You're crazy, dude. You're crazy to think I should stream my wedding. That feels so insincere to me. It's like a day, like a really important day with friends and family there, and I'm like fucking mugging for Twitch chat. That doesn't make any sense. It seems very insincere. Yes, but think about exploiting that day for profit. You know, I hadn't thought about it like that. That's actually fucking true. Actually, now you put it like that. Get the wedding catered by Factor. Oh, dude, Factor is so interesting. Okay, first of all, speaking of Ludwig, he actually sent me a very mean DM about this. But in general, so I don't take sponsorships unless they do not require me to tweet. Like I'm just open about that because I don't want. It feels awkward to me I have a full-time job and I don't want my coworkers seeing me. You know, it just feels weird. I don't like to do it. So I don't do it. But I will do Instagram stories and I will do like YouTube community posts. But I don't have like a lot of followers on Instagram. Like Instagram is mostly, until very recently, basically just friends and family. And so when I do Instagram stories, I get a lot of DMs. Like when I Instagram story me like enjoying my hashtag Factor meal, check out Factor. I get a lot of DMs from like old Twitch coworkers and like my cousins and like what is going, like most of them don't even know that I stream, you know? And they're like, what, what is this? Like, what? And then Ludwig will DM me saying, dog shit Instagram story. I can't believe you're a marketer or some shit like that, which is also just a nice. But yeah, I get a good amount of DMs from people that don't understand what's going on in my life. Atrioc, I know it's not Monday, but I'm desperate and I come to seek your wisdom. I have come up with a PR campaign based on ESG from my college group of science. I'm almost positive that ESG stands for something, but I know you want me to ask. So what is ESG? And then you're going to tell me eating these saggy nuts. What is ESG? Eat saggy guesticles. It's a fire time. Okay, you guys are just mixing our fucking memes now. What is ESG, the Hulu? Thank you for the 5 months, by the way. By the way, wait, you are a 5-month sub, and that is your first message, and it was real? What a strange chatter you are. You've been sub for 5 months, never spoken ever, and then you dropped it and asked me to do your homework? Environment, social, government? I'm not gonna do your homework for you. Listen, it's for a college group assignment. They don't need you to actually go viral and break the internet, okay? Just come up with a nice, clean marketing campaign that shows off the benefits of the environment. And then put it together well and present it well, and you'll get a good grade. It doesn't need to actually work. They're using their one time. I can't. Listen, If you want to know broadly what makes PR campaigns successful, it is doing something newsworthy. Doing something that they would like to write about, whether or not you contacted them or paid them. That is the baseline. So, but I don't want to recommend you do something crazy as a PR stunt, okay? Because I don't know what your budget is. I don't know what you're talking about, and it sounds like it could be boring anyway, because it's just like a college environment social government group. But in general, that is what makes a good PR stunt. You want them to be writing about it, regardless. And then, whenever it would already be a good story, you drop it in their lap. So you go to, usually you'll have contacts. If you're a good PR person, you'll have a contact. But you can also reach out when they're public forums. Contact at all the different, like if for gaming, you'd have a contact at, IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku, Linus Tech Tips Group, like all the different people that cover gaming. And then when you have a story that's worth writing about, you would pre-package it. So you'd have it all ready. You'd make it really easy on them. Tell them all the details. Have assets. Have video clips. And then you just say, you could write about this. That's how a PR campaign would work. But again, I have no idea what your stunt would be because I don't know what your government thinks about. All right, I did your homework for you. I did more than I should. But you 5 months subbed and you didn't say any stupid chat messages, so you're kind of a saint. I feel like I owe you. Pongoey, thank you for the 9 months. Jacob Bean, thank you for the prime. Jedley, thank you for the 8 months. Mr. Moocat, thank you for the 3. Black Jesus Boy, thank you for the 5 months. Kokori Beats, thank you for the 5 months. Nito CG, thank you for the 9. An Average Apple, thank you for the 6. Haxorus, thank you for the 11 months. T-Jag, thank you for the 11. Rocketfish with the 5. Seawoctopus, thank you for the 7. Pet Cheetah with the prime. Gentleman with the prime. Werther with the prime. Orak, thank you for the prime. Brawling You, thank you for the tier 1. You see the AoE 4 update? I think I'm done with AoE 4, bro. They just nerfed China into the goddamn ground. They nerfed China into the ground, dude. This makes me not want to play. Hi, Atrioc. You look extra cool guy today. Thank you, Maisie. When are you guys getting to LA? Maisie. You wish you knew. Ain't that the fucking truth? Waiting on Link. Oh, Linkus is doing his subathon. That's why you're in my chat. Because your boyfriend won't talk to you. You're just going around Twitch chats because you're bored. I figured it out. You're not enjoying the content. Interesting. What is Ludwig saying? User Ludwig. Crazy how you won't thank someone for 38 months, but you do a 5-monther's homework. Crazy how I will ban a 29-monther right now for fucking talking that sweet. All right, Ludwig, this isn't fucking YouTube, okay? Things are different here. Not in this car, baby. I'm going to watch some fucking content, too. How about that? I'm going to react to some shit that'll get you banned. Woo! Can't wait to do that. Can't wait to do that tonight. Shark Tank? Oh, I'd love to react to some Shark Tank. What do I want to ask Ludwig? I had something I want to ask him. Oh! I guess there's nothing really to say here. I'll talk to you in person. When I see you in person, I'll talk to you. But I do want to talk about how YouTube commenters are the dumbest people alive. I do want to talk about that. Oh, I also want to talk about more stuff that I'm stealing from TFT community. Because I've decided that we already stole Dies of Cringe, which I loved. But I also am really liking just saying bat. Short for bat chest? Just someone said please not bat. Just say bat. Bat. Oh, dude, it's so fucking funny because they use it for everything. Bat chest was originally about like an overexcited fan, basically. Like, oh, is that Jinx from Arcane? Bat chest. You know, it's like a guy like hyper serious, like chills, you know? But now they literally just say bat they just respond to every fucking situation, good or bad, with bat. It's completely off the rails, but it has replaced entirely the need to communicate with words. Like, when you watch a TFT stream, I watch a lot of Soju now. Soju's the one I've been most hooked on. I watch other... Keen was my favorite back in the day, but he doesn't. And he doesn't need to fucking say anything. It's almost like a soundboard. The entire stream could be done with a soundboard. It doesn't matter what's happening on screen. He'll just say, it's a first, it's an eighth, bat. It just hit those 3 buttons over and over again and play old TFT footage. And I'll watch it, and I fucking love it. It's a bedge, a lot of bedge. It's just, it's the future of language. And I'm just trying to get on board. I'm trying to get on the bus. But we might. Anyway, we might. I'm going to say there's a non-zero possibility that we collab through Frodan, who we're going to set up a TFT drunk gambling night. We might get some of the big TFT streamers and a little of Big A in there. And we might do some... wait, we could do a TFT Bros vs. Pros, actually. That's kind of weird, though, because the game is pretty RNG, right? Like, I don't even know if they'd fucking... Bat! TFT Bros vs. Pros? Bat. German would be a pro? I don't think German's a pro at TFT. I think my super auto pets hours will translate. Well, they probably will. I mean, you don't know shit about shit when it comes to TFT, but it's the same kind of thing. Get lucky. There's a little more skill because there's a faster timer. Thoughts on the Yard Johnny Sins Bro vs. Pro? I don't know if I've seen that one. There was a Yard clip episode that had a part that made me really fucking laugh, but I don't remember what it was. It was like 3 days ago I was watching it, but it really made me laugh. If I remember it, I'll tell you guys. Did you see the YouTube CEO? No, it wasn't on the Yard, was it? Ludwig, you didn't get the... Oh, yeah, I know why I wanted to talk to Ludwig. Ludwig, I actually fucking cringed, dude. I might need to call you. I'm going to need to call you. Let me see. Is he fucking... It was just him and her, yeah. Okay, bro, are you there?
Hey, how's it going?
Don't act like you're busy. You were just watching my stream.
Yeah, go for Ludwig.
Don't say go for Ludwig because you were just in my chat. Like, it's not...
You know...
You knew I was calling you because you were watching.
When you call me, I say go for Ludwig. It's what I do.
I know. He actually does do this. This is not even ironic. I was trying to watch your YouTube video because I thought it was pretty cool that you got the CEO of fucking YouTube. But
I appreciate that compliment first.
Okay. Okay, let me finish though. Right? Obviously, let me finish.
It means so much to hear from a friend, you know?
I'm glad you like the compliment.
It's like,
I'm glad you got that.
If a YouTube comment says like, "Hey, good job," it doesn't mean a lot, but like,
right. Okay, just
Having a
bear in
friend
mind there is
just-
a butt coming, and I'm happy you like it. I just want you to know the full picture. Before
Just
we-
reach out is nice, I guess.
Right, okay.
So
When you
Thank you.
showed people waiting for bus to the CEO of YouTube, I wanted to fucking stop streaming and stop knowing you.
oh, you didn't call for
That
a
is
compliment?
the fucking cringiest thing I've ever. I can't even imagine. And that was your opener. That's like
Yeah,
how I'm going to introduce myself. It's
Because he's like,
crazy.
it looks like he's killing himself, but he's waiting for a
No,
bus.
but it's so. Why you thought that was a good bit? Like you had fucking
he's like-
flashcards ready.
Behind the
crazy.
sign.
It's insane. What is broken in your brain? It's the CEO of goddamn YouTube, and you got her on the pod. You don't even ease into it. You don't even like build a rapport. You're like,
No,
let's
because you
open
might
up-
think that he's hanging himself, but he's not. It's a bus. It's a bus station. That's why it's like the
I mean,
GIF.
she wasn't even getting sad. You're like, let me flip over to fucking.
She nailed poggers too, so she was ready for it.
So I felt like literal. What's the opposite of bad stress? I felt actual fucking inverted goosebumps, inverted chills. I felt fucking cringe on another level. I wanted to crawl out of my skin.
What about the part where I said we talk about cum?
No, that's fine. Later on in the video, I think she got it was the opener because I was watching and I was like, oh, how's he gonna start this? And you seemed a little nervous at the beginning. And you still jumped into this stupid fucking flashcard.
I hit her with an icebreaker.
It wasn't even. It was
The
a terrible
people killing himself.
because
What-
she was uncomfortable even in the icebreaker. God,
Well,
dude,
I'll
I
tell you
couldn't-
what. That's just the things that made it to the video, like the cut parts of the video. Her team had to pull me aside, so I thought I kept in what
Yeah.
was tame enough.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you nailed it.
Boundary pushing most of
yeah.
the interview. Big section on Ukraine and Russia. It's like 45 minutes. Had to cut it.
Yeah. What were your thoughts? Speak to right now to the chat. What were your thoughts? Give
It's
us your
her thoughts.
No, I want to know
Brother,
your
I
thoughts.
won't
though.
get into it.
Because
Yeah,
sometimes people claim that you're just a super big centrist who tries to farm for primes or whatever the equivalent. But I know that you have deep political opinions that you want to share with us right now. We got the
now
chat.
that I'm a YouTuber, I don't need primes. I'm honest.
Okay, so then
I'm a truther.
what do you
Me and Alex
got?
Jones.
That's your stance, pro Alex Jones.
My big one,
Don't die
yeah.
on that hill. All right, I just wanted to call you and tell you that it was fucking incredibly cringe. You're fucking
Thought it was
crazy, bro.
mostly calling for a
Yeah,
compliment, so this
yeah,
hurts, but yeah,
Well, yeah, it was cool. You got it. I mean, actually, crazy. You got her.
yeah, appreciate that.
Were
Really
you
nice
gonna do
compliment.
yard or no? Was it gonna be yard and you had to cancel?
No, it was going to be yard, and then they watched the yard. Yeah,
Yeah, at least you
it
kept
wouldn't fly.
You know what? At least you brought out the fucking people waiting for bus. At least you
She
kept
brought
some of
the
integrity.
22 with her little trophy. I thought, honestly, that was even more out of pocket than
You
the
thought
people.
that was too far?
Yeah, because
They
it's
called
like
you
so
short?
Yeah, it was mean. Shortest. So
Yeah. It seems
two
like
wrongs, I guess.
Doesn't really seem like two wrongs. Seems like a very innocent,
Well.
basic joke.
Hurtful.
All right. Well, hope you can recover, bud. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate you letting me know. how
Yeah.
it went down.
Yeah, enjoy stream. Excited for Bros vs. Pros. I'm working on TFT right now.
Okay. We can actually do it. We should do it. You're not. I don't know if you're joking or not. We'll figure it out. But
I'm actually booting it up.
yeah, we should. It'll be fucking good. All right. Peace.
All right, base.
Jackass. Fucking absolute shithead. I mean, the whole time, just like it's like nails on a chalkboard. You know, the entire fuck. No, I actually think it's super cool that he got Susan Wojcicki. That's fucking crazy. It's crazy that I don't know. It's just crazy that she agreed to do it, and never again after he did that fucking terrible opener. What is the meaning of life? Let's break it down. Priming to Atrioc was a good way to start. Speaking of which, thank you. Rocketfish, Alex Ryder, John Casper, D-Bash, Dr. Jesus Goat, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you for the primes. I can't Shark Tank. I can't. I've done too much Shark Tank. I have to take a Shark Tank break. Any chance you might do what Stans But Gaming has done recently and record offline and then upload it unedited to the YouTube's VOD? I haven't played 1 minute of Elden Ring offline since I last streamed. I can promise you that. I've been busy. I have not played a single minute. I would love to, and I might still, but I haven't. I will be in the exact same spot I left, so you don't have to worry about that. All the times I played Elden Ring offline have been very short. I can promise you that. My stream time is 99.9% of all I've done. I test stuff. I test weapons because I'm not looking at guides and stuff, and I hate being told by chat. So I just like test. I test to find stuff I like and see how to actually fucking do movements and shit. I didn't fight the bell bearing guy, and I like read menus. I read menus and I test weapons. That's what I do because I don't like chat telling me about it, and I also don't know it when I play live, so I have to fucking slow down and read. You should vlog working at NVIDIA and make it into a funtage. Walk me through how that would work in my workday. Do you think I'm going to be sitting down at a conference table and then flip up my phone and say, "What's up, Vlog Squad? I'm here in a marketing conference meeting. We're deciding what we're going to do for Q2. What the fuck are you talking about? It's already a little awkward that I stream. It's already, as my stream has gotten bigger, it already is a little awkward. It's already pushing the limits. And I can understand. If I was not like back when actually it's a perfect example. Back when I worked at Twitch, some of the employees were also influencers. And I always remember thinking, I mean, I liked them all, actually, to be quite honest. But I was always like, it felt weird. It felt like they were double dipping, you know? It always feels like they're double dipping. I love them all as people, actually. Everyone I'm thinking of, I love. So I can't even think of someone I didn't like. But it always feels like you're double dipping a little bit. And no, not Scar. I mean, Scar was an influencer, no doubt. But he didn't do any work for content. But people that would like, there was a lot of people at Twitch who would like, and I guess it was because for my job at Twitch, I had to work weekends. I had to work all week, travel on weekends to events, and then do social media stuff. So I would always feel annoyed when someone would fly with me on Twitch's dime, but then do like hosting gigs there or something. And it's like, you're getting paid for this hosting gig and Twitch paid for you to fly here and for your hotel. And I don't get any of that. And I would feel a little annoyed. And I like the people. I would just be annoyed by the situation. And so I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody at NVIDIA who's like, feels some type of way about a stream. I don't know. And I understand it. And I try to keep it really separate. And I work really hard. And hopefully it's not a problem. But I can tell you it's more noticeable since my stream got bigger for sure. Yo, Jensen, say what's up to the Troc flock. Hey, yo, Jensen! Do a TikTok dance for the Troc fly. Does anyone at work call you Atrioc? Be honest. No. Nobody at NVIDIA calls me Atrioc. Everyone at Twitch called me Atrioc. Everyone. People didn't even know my fucking real name at Twitch. NVIDIA's just a more serious company. That's the real and deal of it. It's just as crazy as it sounds. Pretty much everyone I work with is older than me. And they just don't. They're not viewers. Gonna get a job at NVIDIA and call you Atrioc every day. What a goal. Have you met those rioters again from your first riot interview? No, I think they all left the company. I don't think they're still there. That was a long time ago. It's a funny story though if you haven't seen it. I don't know what the video's called. I think it's called The Worst Job Interview Ever or something. But it's about me graduating college and interviewing at Riot Games, and it goes way off the rails. It goes terribly off the rails, and if you haven't seen the video, it's pretty funny. I have a lot of older story videos that have sort of they were when my YouTube was earlier and didn't hit the algo, and so I think a lot of new people haven't seen them, but I think they're some of my best videos. I think they're really funny. I think they're really funny. But also, you know, you can't tell the same story in 2 videos, so. Yeah, that was the interview where I said, "Who's Elon Musk?" And then they fucking hated me. Who megaloled Elon Musk? Your Last of Us vids are what got me hooked. I don't even have Last of Us vids. What the fuck are you talking about? Last of Us was like my 3rd day streaming. I think it was when I was visiting my parents, dude. I was at my fucking parents' house. I had like 1 lamp of lighting. Look, I was being interrogated. And then like it was like the chat was like 60 people and they were all saying Sharker over and over. It was the only joke we had back then and still to this day. And yeah, that was those were the days, dude. Those were the days. Did you hear about the IGN drama? No, what happened with IGN? $20 per article? What are you? You're smoking crack, dude. Oh, they're paying freelancers $20 an article? Wait, real? Oh, shit. IGN is looking for new freelancers to assist with the daily flow of stories and games. $20 base rate per story. Wow. Can I be honest with you? I have written articles for $15.
What's going on, guys? Well,
but it is not sustainable. I have done it in the early days of esports journalism. I would write like 1,000-word articles for $15. Not $15 a word, which is what you might get paid at a real publication. $15 an article. I'm going to show you some, actually, let me show you a fucking article that I worked on that I probably got paid $15 for. Damn, it's lost to time. Here. Wait. No, the Fizz guy didn't get paid shit, dude. I just made that out of the fucking bat chest of my heart, loving Fizz. Let's see if I can find some of the articles I used to write. I'm trying to see profile. Maybe this one right here. Top 5 stories. Oh yeah, this one. This is a perfect example. This is literally it. Here's a perfect example, dude. So all the images have lost to time. This is called Top 5 Stories of the Season 3 League of Legends World Championship. And I wrote this whole fucking article. I drove in rush hour traffic across LA. Took me like 2 hours to get to the studio. I got my press pass. I showed up. I watched the entire fucking thing. I took notes the whole time. I rushed home. I stayed up all night writing. I wrote this whole fucking thing. I got $15. I got $15. I used it to buy my fucking lunch the next day. I bought a fucking I would do this. I would write this stuff. I would make these short videos for Machinima. I would I had like 4 different side hustles that I was doing for different esports companies. And I would use that money to buy Carl's Jr. That's what I would do. I would buy a fat Carl's Jr. burger, and that would be my one meal for the day. That is how I lived in California when I was trying to make it in esports. I lived in... the only way that was possible, because I could not afford real rent, was that I had found a family that was willing to let me basically babysit to live in one of their spare rooms for $100 a month. Imagine $100 a month rent. But I had $100 a month rent, and I would, and I would just go to all these events. I would go to all these tournaments, and I would write League of Legends balance articles and all this shit, dude, until I got the Twitch job. This is crazy. And now I babysit chat for slightly higher pay. I'd give my left foot nut for 100 rent. Yeah, well, you have to. You still had to babysit. It was still kind of like a job. They were gone. You still get along with that family? No, I haven't talked to them, but they were nice. Yeah, like every time a balance patch would come out for League of Legends, I would have to turn around a video that night explaining what all the patch changes meant with footage. And like I was on the shittiest fucking laptop. That's why I make sure I don't pay my editors so they can work as in the same environment as me. Because I don't want them to have a nice graphics card or a house or like a GPU. I was on the shittiest fucking laptop, and I would have to download all this footage of me playing League of Legends. What I would often do is, because recording it was too hard, I would just yoink it. So I would just find other people playing it or find YouTube videos and just cut random clips of like a kill and then just use that as backing footage, kind of blurred out while I talked about the patch. I remember doing that all the time. And and then I finally got the job at Twitch through meeting. Oh, I should also shout this guy out. If you guys don't know, there's a website called Juked. Juked.gg. It is an esports app. And my former boss, the guy that hired me to Twitch, quit Twitch to work on this. And it's an app it's like a social app for esports fans that also has everything you'd want for news and links to streams and everything. So if you like watching esports, but you don't always keep up with like the schedules and the tournaments and all that, it's a fucking awesome app. And it's got fun, cool social posts. The Rocket League community loves it. Oh, that's not bad. He didn't pay me. He told me about it. I support him. I just think it's cool. Check it out. So anyway, yeah. So anyway, he met me at a League of Legends World Championship. I've told this story, right? The only reason I got in to Season 3 Worlds because my press pass did not. My press pass only worked for all of the playoff games, and they canceled it for the finals. My outlet wasn't big enough. So the only reason I got into the finals, where I had promised that I was going to meet Ben and hopefully like make progress in securing this job, was I won a resume random giveaway contest on LinkedIn. A resume lottery. Yeah. Isn't that fucking crazy? It was like a resume. It was like the So You Want to Work at Riot Games LinkedIn group. And it was like, hey, we're giving away tickets to anyone who uses our resume review study session. Submit your resume, and one of you, or like 3 of you, have a random chance of getting tickets. And like, I had submitted, by the way, I found the resume. Actually, I want to show you, I found the resume. It is so bad. Okay, let me I cringe to even show this. This is me coming out of college where I had a terrible GPA. Bro, this is proof that He can make it happen. I need to blur out all my shit. 1 second. Okay. I think this is fine. Oh, I don't want to show this. This is embarrassing. Okay. I listen. I give resume advice all the time where I say don't include a profile or an objective section. This is the very first resume I ever really made for like a real job. And I tell you not to do it. And the reason I give this resume advice is because I've learned it, okay? I have made the mistakes that I advise people not to make. But one thing even people in my chat probably wouldn't do is open their profile by saying they're a Diamond 1 League of Legends player with a proven analytical mindset. Also really loves Pantheon. Dies of cringe. Dies of cringe. Dies of cringe. This is the resume. This is the resume that got me the tickets, by the way. This is the resume that got me the tickets to the World Championship, that got me to meet people from Twitch, that got me a job at Twitch that changed my life. This is a true fucking story. And I did get resume help. In fact, I submitted for the resume review. I won the tickets, and I also got like a one-on-one session with somebody who worked in HR who like reviewed the resume and gave me some of the advice that I ended up using when I applied at Twitch and had a much cleaner, much better resume. Ended up getting the job. So like, you know, make mistakes, get better. The work experience part isn't so bad. I'm looking at it right now. I mean, you can take a look. It's Team Liquid writing staff, Collegiate Star League, ASU Esports, founder president. It's not bad, but this profile part is so cringe. Also really loves Pantheon. So quirky. Yeah, I mean, you guys did see the top, right? I also photoshopped my 3 favorite champions. So it's Pantheon, Twisted Fate, and Fizz in my banner applying for Riot. I really focused. Graphic design is my passion. Were you really a game analyst? I was applying for one. Listen. I had spent the majority of my time in college playing League of Legends. And I had made a last-second senior year pivot into marketing. And even that, if I didn't have one absolutely phenomenal teacher named Brett Giles, who actually was a real-world marketer who owned an agency who only taught part-time, and actually taught me what real-world marketing is like and what you actually have to do, if I didn't have that teacher, you know, I wouldn't have learned anything. I would have come out of college with only League of Legends experience. So my GPA is bad. So when I'm looking at jobs, I wanted to work in marketing. That was my what I actually had like been passionate about in my final year. I had stopped playing so much League. But I was worried that I didn't have any real experience or knowledge or like credentials. I mean, it was an ASU grad with a bad GPA. And so I was like, okay, what do I do have? Well, I was really fucking good at League of Legends. Maybe I can work at Riot on their balance team or something. This is my thought process. And so for the resume, I'm like, I got to show them that I'm really a fan. And I took it bat-chestingly too far. No, not Quarter 6 Gambit. Quarter 6 Gambit was a great class that I really enjoyed. But I don't know if I learned a lot about real-world marketing from that. But from Brett Giles, who actually worked, I actually learned a fuck ton. He was awesome. He taught me how to present, like actually make a pitch. He taught me, I don't know, how like the fucking sausage is made. He taught me real shit. He was the only professor that would like be my proctor or whatever for defending my thesis that I was required to do. I asked one teacher who I liked to be my, I forgot what it's called. I think it's proctor. Whatever. They have to be there for your thesis defense. I asked one teacher, and the teacher goes, "Your grades in my class are too bad." She said, "I can't believe you asked me. You've skipped half my classes." No. And I was like, "Oh, true. I thought we were kind of like tight like that, but okay, all right." Like I thought this teacher liked me because like in class when I did show up, I would like say funny things and sort of contribute, and she had a good attitude about it. And like, I don't know, I thought we had a rapport and I thought she would be good. And then she's like, no shot. Like you've skipped all my classes. And, and so, so thankfully for Brett Giles, I really credit Brett Giles. He fucking gave me a lot of passion for marketing. So I'm trying to pay it forward with Marketing Monday by getting way too many kids to try to do it and then want to quit later on and tell me that I ruined their lives. Woo! So anyway, that's what I was talking about. Anyway, that's the story. The story is that I went out to LA and tried to get a job at Riot, and that didn't work. And then I got a job at Twitch, and it worked out great. I'm taking a marketing class because of you. Fuck you. Hey, if you enjoy it, that's cool. Can you review that resume like you've never seen it before and point out what you'd change? I think I would die of cringe. I think I would die of cringe. By the way, it's not that it's bad for a company like Riot to show that you're a fan of their game. But that's something you sort of slip in when you have great credentials. You know what I'm saying? You should make the credentials and the experience priority number one. And then when you're there, you can reinforce that you're actually a huge fan of the game and like you're passionate about it. But they have a lot of people that are fans of the game. Do you know what I'm saying? They get millions of applicants that are like, I love League of, I play League of Legends all the time. And that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't, it usually means that you think that you can do the job because you've played a lot of League. And that's not the case at all. Like if you're applying for a game analyst job, the job is not play League of Legends. The job is be able to talk intelligently about game design systems and things like that. And so, yeah, bat chesting your way into the job is not going to work. Which is also why I cringed at the interview. I don't know if the story's online, but for the Riot interview, I showed up wearing like the Season 3 World's League of Legends jacket. Everyone else was dressed like nice. Holy God, dude. I did so many cringe things. Oh, I did so many cringe things. It really was a fucking era of time. But if I hadn't done all the cringe things there and learned from it, I think I would not have gotten the Twitch job. So, hey, what are you going to do? You got to learn. Would you ever get a self-driving car? Does that freak you out? Kind of a tangent, but I would definitely get a self-driving car. And I think we all will be on board with it pretty soon. I think, dude, regular cars kind of freak me out when you think about it. Like, think of like the stupid ass people in my YouTube comments that I'm talking about. The 10% that are incredibly stupid, all of them get their license for sure. All of them get their license. Like, it's like the world's dumbest people, and they all have access to 2 tons of fucking steel, and they can roll you over, dude. Like, you're driving on the fucking highway. At any moment, someone could be dumb enough to kill me. And there's not much you can do about it. It's crazy. We're like playing with random chance. I would much rather a world where there's like majority self-driving. So are we going to do anything tonight, or are you just going to talk to chat for 3 hours? I am going to talk to chat for 3 hours, but I can ban you if you want to save time. If you need a break, I'm just gonna talk. We're just talking to chat. It's a return day. If you want to like make it a moment, we could. Are you staying up all night tonight, or are you gonna be a little bitch? Are you trying to fucking bait me into staying up all night? No, I'm gonna go to bed. I've been great about sleep. It's been awesome. That's one of the reasons that I haven't been streaming though. I've been sleeping well and then also working. So, yeah. But I am streaming tomorrow for sure. Big day, big Saturday. Best tweets, Elden Ring. You know the fucking deal. You know the vibes. You know the fucking play. Sleep is great. I wish I didn't need a sleep apnea machine for it as a 21-year-old. I also wish you didn't need that. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Although I'm glad you got one. Undiagnosed sleep apnea can fuck you up for life, dude. You're just always getting way less sleep than you want. So it's cool that you got it diagnosed. Have you watched Killer Bean Forever? Yeah, we watched it on stream. It was fucking hype. What advice would you give to anyone for negotiating salary? I've talked about it in some videos. Worth watching. For negotiating salary, I generally, don't undersell yourself. If it's like one of your early jobs, I would ask for market rate. Try to just come in with a lot of knowledge. The more knowledge you have about like what other people are getting paid for that job, the better. That helps you a lot. But I would also say like, there are things other than salary that are important that you can also negotiate on. So you can sometimes be flexible on salary if it's like, maybe you can work from home more days a week, or you can, or there's benefits, or there's a lot of different things that you can negotiate on that are not just salary. Yeah, stock packages. Have you heard about you can negotiate starting bonus? Yeah, I mean, I can tell you guys openly that when I was applying for NVIDIA, when I was in the final interview stage of NVIDIA, I had a job offer from Blizzard and NVIDIA. And I used the job offer at Blizzard to get a better deal from NVIDIA. And I used the job offer from NVIDIA to get a better deal from Blizzard. That's a fact. Blizzard offered me a signing bonus to help with my move or whatever. And even because Blizzard would be moving from NorCal to SoCal. And for NVIDIA, I wouldn't really have to move, but I still asked for that bonus. I was like, hey, this is a tough choice for me. I'm between two jobs. Blizzard offered me a pretty nice signing bonus. I didn't mention that it was for a move. And I was like, I was wondering if we could match that, something like that. And then they did. And so I used that to fucking pay for most of my car. It was awesome. It was fucking awesome. It was like really awesome. What car do you have? I have the fucking most Chad car in the world, a Honda Fit. I have the most gangster fucking pull up to the club, let the doors fucking fly, a Honda Fit, baby. Yeah, like I said, I got a Honda Fit because me and Ari were going to ride our bikes around. That was the plan. So the Honda Fit has room in the back for bikes, and we literally did it one time ever. I've had the car for years and years and years. We've done it exactly one time ever. And that was the only reason we got the Honda Fit. We had other cars that we liked a little bit more, and then we're like, no, let's go with the Fit. Let's go with the Fit. Well, we need it for the bikes. We never did it. Not once. Literally not. I mean, just once. The Honda Fit's not a big car, though. I think you guys are thinking it's bigger than it is. It's not big. It's just shaped so you can fit a bike basically in the back. Are you supposed to negotiate company equity? You can negotiate anything, but you just need to know where you stand. And one thing I always recommend, this is like really easy advice: don't talk salary, don't talk equity, don't talk any of that shit until after you got the offer. Do not open. Well, the worst thing you can do is start talking about salary early. If it's an interview, make sure they like you and they want to give you the job and they're going to make an offer before you talk any of that shit. That's a big mistake people will make. It's a hugely off-putting. What if they don't like you? Then they're not going to get the job. That's step one. Do you negotiate for entry-level jobs? Generally, no. Generally, no. Oh, it depends on what you mean by entry level. Like if it's like a retail job or something where they have a fucking set rate, then you're not going to be able to. If it's like, I mean, in general, if it's like a company, like for me, I didn't negotiate at all for the job at Twitch because I just wanted to get my foot in the door so bad. But I could have. Now that I know about it, I could have, and they wouldn't have like pulled the fucking offer. You know what I'm saying? Negotiating is totally fine if you do it in a reasonable, controlled way, and don't ask for something crazy. Generally, you can get a slight bump. But it was more important to me at the time to just get my foot in the door because I was sick of writing for Machinima for $50 an article. You should start every interview with "What's crack-a-lackin'." Don't give away all the secrets. Don't give away $1 million salary and 50 days vacation. Take it or leave it. That's good. Start high so that they have to negotiate down from there to just $800,000 and 40 days vacation. And you'll say, fine, deal. We meet in the middle. If they offer a bad salary, say dies of cringe. That's good advice. That's good advice. Oh, dies of cringe. Dies of cringe. Oh, yeah, just like faint IRL. Will you say call it a draw one time for the one time? Bro, I still say call it a draw. I haven't changed my shit at all, Dr. Battle. We're a family here at this company. Bat. Bat. Just work hard and be charismatic. There is no luck or nepotism involved. You'll be fine. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. There's obviously is luck and nepotism involved. One of the biggest predictors of whether someone gets hired is whether they have a referral at most companies, which is not cool. But there's just so many resumes. But it is possible. It is possible. Every job I've gotten since high school has been knowing the right people. Yeah, it's huge. It's one of the biggest predictors of getting a job is knowing somebody that works there. But I'm not saying it's just, you know, it'll be more difficult, but not necessarily impossible. Recently lost out on a job because of lack of experience, but the interviewer liked me enough to keep in touch. Feels bad. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. But it is good that you did well in the interview and the interviewer liked you. That's hype. They didn't just ghost you. That's a good sign. You can always, you know, you can ask. I mean, you can ask for like if you have projects you're thinking about doing, ask if that would help and get an idea and then work on it and go back to them. You know, there's people that have been rejected multiple times at a company and eventually come back and get the job. It happens. Self projects are super important for sure. For sure. My girlfriend has family that works at Twitch. Should I try to get that bag? Your girlfriend has family that works at Twitch. Multiple members of her family work at Twitch. You know what you should do is you should tell your girlfriend that you'd really love to meet her family. And then when you get to the Twitch office, change my fucking sub split. and then make a big distraction and run out of the building. That's what you should do. That would be fucking based. If you get it done, I'll give you a cut. On God. And then you're making fucking racks. Hey, sure. I got reached out by people from Meta for a part-time contract. I don't know what sort of salary is expected. How do I negotiate well? Well, I don't know what job you're talking about. Part-time contract can mean anything. It could be for any type of job. Part-time AI research, you should ask for a lot. You should just do research. Just Google around. Find out what people are making. Ask people. Try to find someone in your field. Try to figure out what people are getting paid for that same job, and then ask for what you think. If you're close to that in skill, ask for that type of salary. If you think you're under that in skill and you're trying to learn, then be a little more flexible and just try to get the job and learn. And if you think you're better than the average person, say that. Prove that. Find a way to prove that. And ask for more. And yeah, and in Meta, always ask more because they pay more. Definitely ask more. Because, yeah, you can always go a little bit up for Facebook. They pay more because no one wants to work there. Should I pursue medicine even though it's going to be a long journey ahead? What a fucking question. What do you want me to say? Nah. Long journey, cringe. Yeah, dude, most shit will be long journey ahead. Life is a long journey, bro. Are you interested in medicine? Do you like it? It can be profitable. If your only concern is finances, then medicine seems fine. But I don't. You gave me not enough information except that it's a long journey ahead. I don't know. My journey finna be short for real, for real. Okay. All right. Live fast, die young. Leave a pretty corpse. Does the average person have a job in college? I don't know what the average person does, but it depends. I don't know. I don't know what the average person does. Definitely some form of part-time. I don't think people have jobs the entire time of college. No, I don't think it's average. But I don't know. And as you like freshmen generally know, I think, but the later you get, like closer to junior, senior, I think more people have jobs, but yeah, maybe summer jobs. Huff Benedict, the Gifted. I had 2 jobs in college. Sucked. Yeah, that sounds fucking terrible. You had 2 jobs plus college? I mean, I had a job. I had the hardest job there is. Being a mid laner in League of Legends solo queue. Okay? Am I a hero for that? Yes. I had to fucking do that every single day. I had to get up and grustle those elo points. There is no more difficult job than that. You got 75 hours of work plus school a week. Any tips on avoiding burnout? Are you just trying to flex your busyness, or what's your... The tip is to not do that. There's no miracle cure. Okay? If you do that all the time, you're going to feel burnt out. What do you want me to say? Do less units or do less work. Yeah, you know what? Here's my tip. Work more hours. That way you don't have to. I think it's the little gaps of leisure that are causing the problems. If you work all the time, you'll never think about it. So if you just fill more out of your gaps. Hey, Atrioc, I'm so tired all the time from all the money I acquire from having sex with my girlfriend. Yeah, no, that sounds hard. That sounds hard. I'm glad you're not flexing. I appreciate that. Are you gonna do more bad advice? Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll do some bad advice with Lud. That'd be fun. If Biden cancels student loans, do you think it'll be federal loans or all student loans? Because I owe Discover a brick. Bro, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get it through. I wish they would. It'd be dope. But I think it would just be federal. I think private loans are probably you're scroogled. I mean, there's a student loan payment moratorium, right? So you have a little time. You guys keep an eye on the news and keep pushing for politicians that support that. But I don't think they've shown any commitment to actually doing it. If they got rid of student loans, it would crash the economy. There is zero fucking shot that would happen. I want you to know that. Getting rid of student loans is not even close in any facet to crashing the economy. That is literally and factually untrue. And it's like a drop in the bucket compared to, there's much larger forces at play in the economy right now. If anything, it would help the economy because people would be more likely to spend on goods and services. Generally, if more money is in the pockets of people that live paycheck to paycheck, it is incredible for the economy because they actually spend it. They don't hoard it. The problem is as money gets more and more siphoned to people that just hoard it and keep it in financial instruments and unspent. And the velocity of money in the economy slows down dramatically. People going out to see Morbius will save the economy. That's what I've been saying, dude. If we all just buy Morbius tickets, that will get the economy flowing, and buy popcorn when you're there. Let's juice our theaters. Is inflation or a recession worse? Is that Biden? Biden, are you in my chat, you old dog? You trying to figure out which one to do? You trying to decide? Is that Yellen? Listen, they're both bad, but inflation in my mind is worse. And in fact, I think the quicker that we get to a recession, or some kind of correction at least, let's begin with that. Let out some of these fucking bubbles. We can begin to rebuild a real economy. But the more we try to prop up the house of cards, the worse we're going to have rampant inflation, which is just destroying people's paychecks. Recession is worse. It's not. The point is, it's going to happen no matter what. The and the longer you wait, the worse inflation gets. And prices are rising on everything. And Americans are finally starting to cut back on spending because literally things are costing so fucking much. At some point, you have to fucking do it. With inflation, only poor people lose, and with a recession, everyone loses. That's true. That is correct. That is exactly true. With inflation, it's really poor people losing way more, and with a recession, everyone will lose, but then eventually, everyone can win. Wrong. The rich never lose. No, the rich can lose. I mean, they're not going to lose like the way the poor lose. But there's plenty of people that are like propped up rich that if the tide goes out will lose massively. People that have like, you know, like there's like Chinese property developers in China that are losing massively right now. They were billionaires on paper and now they're fucking extremely in debt. Okay, as the property market bubble popped there. There's plenty of people that were considered rich that will be fucking quite hurting. Yeah, plenty of companies that are completely like zombie financials that are being propped up by a fraudulent market right now that once the tide goes out, they're going to be fucking swimming naked. How do I make $630 million by tomorrow? I get this question a lot. It's actually a really easy one. What you're going to want to do is start, first of all, by subscribing to this channel, okay? Because knowledge is the real wealth, okay? So step one, subscribe to this channel. Step two, you're going to need to invest in a vest. Okay? I'm talking about a really nice fancy vest so you look good. Look good, feel sharp. Okay? Then, step three, crump on a street corner. I forgot about this one, but this is a good idea from chat. Go to a street corner and crump in your vest. And that is when the money will flow in. Step 4, profit. Atrioc, your streams are literally scary. I'm an international student taking a massive debt to go to the U.S. and study. And you're talking about inflation. If you get a good education, don't worry about it. And also, the nominal value of your debt will be worth less. You know what I'm saying? If you have a $10,000 debt, for example, and then it inflates over 5 years of rampant inflation, technically the purchasing power of that $10,000 is way down, and you still don't have to pay that exact value. So it's actually good for you. Any outstanding debt, it is good to have inflation, which is one of the reasons you know, the U.S. government kind of secretly likes it, is because we have a lot of outstanding debt as a government, and inflation is one of the only ways we can stay above water. But it's so bad for the people. So you're telling me debt is good? No. No. But I'm saying in a high inflation environment, debt, you know, is if you knew that inflation would never stop, then taking out a large loan would be a smart thing to do. Because you could the value of it would go down, but you'd get the money now so you could buy something. As long as you bought hard assets with it, you know what I'm saying? How do I get into crippling debt? That's the question. Look, I think we. Is there any more questions? I would wait. I can. Hey Chuck, would it be chill if I used your geopolitical and economic takes when I meet girls? Tell me how that conversation goes. How do you slide in a take about inflation into a Tinder conversation? What do you ha ha ha, inflation, right? Do you open with macroeconomic discussion on dates? Hey, babe, have you heard of crumping? Thoughts on oil companies having all-time high stock value and profits despite inflation supposedly. So yeah, the inflation environment is weird because a lot of companies have found out it is exposed to them that they can raise prices and consumers will pay it. Regardless if they even really need to. They're all sort of, a lot of them are bragging on earnings calls that they have realized they have insane pricing power and they're just raising prices. They're just raising a bunch of prices. And consumers keep paying and there's not really any pushback. And so some portion of it is actual inflation and like supply shock inflation. There's the war in Ukraine that's causing problems. But some of it is just literal. The inflation environment is allowing everyone to just raise prices with no pushback. Can't the government set a price ceiling? Governments doing price controls has never worked ever in the history of anything, and it always leads to bad outcomes. Governments doing price controls on like commodity goods always leads to black markets. It never, ever, 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 ever works. Ever. And it's always the sign of like a hyperinflationary Venezuela-style collapse. Like it's really bad. If governments have to resort to trying to force things to be sold at a certain price, it'll always end badly. It leads to shortages and black markets. It never leads to like good solutions. Black market sounds sick as fuck. What's wrong with a black market? Who dat? I am not talking about a market with a black person. I am talking about a term. Yeah, you need a gas plug. Dude, my gas plug has the sickest fucking diesel, dude. Oh my god. You got this strain of diesel with Techron. It's fucking fire. Every other country does price control on medicine shit. It's great for them. They don't, it's not a price control. It's that they are allowed to negotiate using single payer healthcare with a large number of people. So they're negotiating as a massive group for low prices. We have literally banned the ability of people to negotiate en masse for healthcare in America, which is why it's so incredibly expensive. It's like if everybody is signed up for example, national healthcare in, I don't know, UK or Canada or something, the government can go to a healthcare company and say, we want the price to be this, or we'll go to someone else. And because they have all the customers, they have to take that lower price. But that's not like them. It's not like a wide market. They're demanding price controls. It's collective bargaining. Yeah, that's what it is. We should nationalize oil is what I'm hearing. Well, what are we going to nationalize? Like, the oil doesn't come from us. The United States does not make our own oil. We have some. We make a good amount, but most of our oil is imported. So we can't nationalize a Saudi Arabian company. We can try. Let me look at right now. What percent of our... Let's see. Where do we get our oil? Gee, wow, half of our oil comes from Canada. Interesting. Let's just invade Canada. Holy shit. What if we just invade Canada? And then nationalize their oil? That could get the gas prices down. This is all sounding good. Wait, Canada's got all this oil? How do we not know this? They've been hiding. Bro, Canada never talks about their oil. They don't want us to invade. This is how Fallout started. Canada has barely any oil. Don't bother looking into it. That's the game you've been playing. You've been exporting your fucking celebrities and not telling us about your oil. Canada has the oil, but we send it to America for refining and then buy it back. That's sounds about right. So everyone loses. America wins again. Whatever country has the world record for Hitman should rule the world. China would start training. All right, chat. I think I'm good. It's 11 o'clock. I'll be back tomorrow in a major way. We're going to do some big fucking content, best tweets. A lot of stuff to talk about. Finally, my first stream back after a bit of a break. I enjoyed it. It was good talking with y'all. I'm glad we got a fucking chat stream for once. Got back into it. It was great seeing you. I'll have my lights fixed too. Anyway, yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for all the subs today. Bruno, Jack, Tail, Skimani, Sevens. It's good talking to you guys. I will talk to you again tomorrow if you're around. Peace. Have a good weekend if I don't see you. Bye.